Hello BookTube, hello Tutorverse. I am thrilled to reveal the cover for What Love E'er Meant, the second book in my Regina trilogy. Before I do that, I'm just going to catch us up to where we are now. This was the cover for Nothing Proved, book one in the trilogy. And I used the same cover designer. This is not the same guy who did the covers for my Seymour saga. That woman retired, so I had to find a new guy. And I was looking through all of the samples of different cover designers that were out there, and I came across this guy did an updated cover for Rosemary's Baby, which had a crib upside down with blood coming out of it, and I was struck by that because it got across the nature of the book in just that photo, and that's what I wanted. And I came to him with that, and he kind of like, I don't know, he like patted me on the head a little bit and was like, historical fiction, that's not quite it. And the first cover he gave me was this same portrait, the Scrott's portrait, but on its own. It's a very pink thing, and he had like little pearls around the outside. It looked very Regency romance and not... Elizabeth was imprisoned during this time. This was, no, I wanted my upside down crib with Rosemary's Baby, and I gave him a hard time. And he came back to me with a new draft, and in truth, I think he was kind of messing with me, but he gave me the Scrott's portrait slightly tilted behind what appeared to be a windshield with a bullet through it. And on the one hand, I was like, no, he's messing with me. But on the other hand, no, he really listened to me. Is it his fault that he doesn't know the Tudors? So it was very easy from there to send him. I was like, no, this is the glass you're going to use. And then very quickly we got to Nothing Proved and with this cover, and loved that. So we stuck with the window theme for the second book. He basically said he used something slightly different than the triangles, and here we go. Without further ado, What Love E'er Meant. This is a portrait of Elizabeth taken when she was around 25 years old, and in the background is there is a painting of a couple doing the La Volta, the dance that was her favorite dance. And it looked like Elizabeth and Robert Dudley. It was said to be Elizabeth and Robert Dudley. It could not fit in one of these little things. He couldn't figure out how to do it, but then he figured out something even better, which was to split them up so that you have the woman, Elizabeth, or Lettice Nollis, who really knows, in one side, and Robert Dudley on the other, in kind of like the background. It is, I love this cover, and they really, the two together, I am a happy little clam. The book comes out on September 7th. I know that that's really a quick turnaround, but it's her birthday. My original idea had been November 17th, Accession Day. I have a thing for dates. The problem with that was that it was after the elections, and I don't know that anybody's going to be in the mood to read after the elections. It was after Tudor-Tember, and I want to be able to talk about this during Tudor-Tember, and it was after TudorCon, which a wonderful gathering in Virginia. It used to be in Pennsylvania, now it's in Virginia. It is an in-person thing. There's also an online element. I've been speaking there. I was actually the MVP last year because at the last minute, 15 minutes before one of the speakers was about to start, she flaked. she finally called and said, I'm not going to be able to show up. And she was going to speak on Eustace Chapuis. I was really looking forward to the talk because I find him a fascinating person. And Heather, who runs it, came up to me and just said, I need you to step in. I need you to sit there and talk. Go ahead and talk about your books. And I was like, I did that yesterday because there was a publishing roundtable. So instead, I spent the time and talked about, I couldn't do just Chapuis because that would have required slides, but I talked about ambassadors and how their reports shape the way we see the Tudor court. And I spent my 15 minutes just pulling up links to, because I've posted all of these letters, or a lot of them, on my blog because I have a thing for letters. And so, I don't know, I spoke for 45 minutes on that, and I'm very proud of myself. And there's, I was named officially MVP, and there's a mug involved, and that is my coffee mug that I use every day. But point being, I couldn't release the book after those opportunities, so I just said, okay, fine, September 7th, and then backed into how I was going to do it with that. So it's a very short timetable between now and September 7th, but there we go. It's available now on Amazon, Kobo, and Apple for pre-order. I'm going to be handling Barnes & Noble, Google, and a couple of other places soon. And there you go. Once again, one more look at this. I'll probably put it up as like an end thing, but I love this cover, and I hope you do too. Thanks.